Thank you for joining us. Let's listen to Carlo Ancelotti talk about the challenge for tomorrow's match against Athletic Club.
Tomorrow, Real Madrid faces one of the toughest matches of the season against Athletic Club, currently fourth in the table. What is the key to winning the game?
The match against them will be tough and demanding, as it always has been. Undoubtedly, it will be a game with a fantastic atmosphere against a great opponent. But I believe we are in a good moment and will aim to show the best of our team. Our goal is simply to win the match, and we can only achieve that if we perform at our best. Athletic Club is playing well. They are an intense team, well organized with individual quality. They are undoubtedly one of the best teams in Spain.
If there's a penalty tomorrow at San Mamés, would Kylian Mbappe be the one to take it?
If that happens tomorrow, they will decide among themselves. It would be between Bellingham or Mbappe. They should decide who's in the best condition to take the penalty. I think there's no debate about this matter. I believe this issue has two sides because Mbappe's reaction after the penalty incident against Getafe could be seen by some as a sign of insecurity. But for us within the team, we viewed it as an act of responsibility and selflessness on Mbappe's part. These are two qualities that are very important to us. The selflessness of a player like Mbappe is a trait we value greatly within the team.
Is Tchouameni ready to play the full 90 minutes as a starter? And if he is available, I'd like to ask, this is not a suggestion, what position do you prefer for him? Defensive midfielder or centre-back alongside Rudiger?
Tchouameni is doing very well. He is fully recovered and has trained well with the group, so he is ready to start the match with us. Tomorrow we'll decide where to place him on the pitch.
Do gestures like the one Mbappe made the other day, giving up the penalty, enhance the greatness of players like him?
For me, yes. As I just mentioned, acts of selflessness hold great value for us because they signify that a player with extraordinary talent, arguably one of the greatest talents in football, puts the team first ahead of himself. That means a lot to me.
What's your take on the outside criticism that Mbappe's gesture was actually an act of cowardice or a lack of leadership? How do you see it?
Actually, I don't see it that way. For me, his decision was very important for the team and his teammates. All of us within the club and the locker room see it the same way, as an act of great value, an act of selflessness. When selflessness combines with talent, then you're on the right path.
Regarding the right wing forward, whether it's Rodrigo or Brahim, do they have more defensive responsibilities to balance and harmonize the team compared to the other two forwards?
Yes, the right wing forward has more defensive responsibilities, but the same applies to the left wing forward. For this reason, yes, we don't always field players as pure attacking wingers. Sometimes we use a midfielder on the flanks, as Bellingham has done on the left side. Brahim, for example, is a right forward who can also track back and contribute defensively for the team. Each player is different, and we have to adapt their characteristics to the team's playing system.
What do you think about the work Raul Asensio has done? Do you believe he has the ability to be the team's centre-back, allowing Tchouameni to avoid playing as an emergency defender?
Asensio has proven in 4 matches to be a centre-back who inspires confidence. He clearly understands his role on the pitch positions himself very well and is self-assured. He has helped us a lot in these past 4 games and is highly motivated by this. If I ever have to leave him on the bench, it's a decision I would have to think about very carefully.
Did you watch the recent Copa Libertadores final? Botafogo won the match with 1 fewer player on the field, a historic team with players like Garrincha and Nilton Santos, which had never won a continental title. What do you think about this team, which could potentially face Real Madrid in the Intercontinental Tournament? Alan plays for Botafogo, and he was your player at Napoli, and Artur Jorge, Botafogo's coach, is someone you've faced twice in the past.
Yes, I watched the match. It had a fantastic atmosphere, and I loved watching it. The first minute of the game was incredible, with that shocking kick. But afterwards, seeing the team's attitude and commitment was fantastic. They played a remarkable match, and I'm happy for Alan, who won the Copa Libertadores. I also want to congratulate Botafogo, a historic Brazilian football team, for winning this title for the first time. So my regards to them. They still have other matches to play, and if they advance, they could reach the Club World Cup final against us.
Considering Asensio's strong performances, where would you position Tchouameni, centre-back or defensive midfielder? This is also considering that Camavinga is injured.
I think what we need to focus on is the fact that it's great to have him back and that our players are gradually returning. This is very important for us to recover the entire team, and that's what matters. Tchouameni has proven to be essential for us, whether as a center back or a defensive midfielder. For this reason, he's a very important player for us. He also helps us in aerial play, which is a crucial aspect, because we've struggled in this area with the absence of Militao, Camavinga, and even Tchouameni. We've lacked players with height for set pieces, which are vital in football.
Dani Ceballos has shown great quality in recent matches, with through balls, precise passes, changes in direction, and even defensive work. What do you think about Dani Ceballos' performances on the pitch? Do you think he has the potential to secure a starting position in midfield?
Ceballos has done the same as Raul Asensio. They have played by showcasing all their qualities and a lot of character. Dani has demonstrated his creativity because he possesses that ability. In this context, he is different from the other midfielders. He has better ball handling and more control, although with less energy, but his ball control is excellent. He also has a lot of personality and isn't afraid to maintain possession in front of the opponent. He's helping us a lot with his quality of play for our team.
Leaving aside players like Vinicius or Mbappe, how are you personally handling this moment of great pressure for Real Madrid?
I'm doing well, very well, especially when I see that my team is improving its play. Despite all the challenges we've faced recently, we are fighting and competing, which is our main objective. We know that we won't win anything in December, but December is the time to show that you're still alive in all competitions. Despite the problems and significant emergencies we've suffered, we are here fighting and competing as always. So considering all of this, and with more players returning, though I know not all of them because that's very difficult, Vinicius, Camavinga, and Alaba will come back soon and we'll be able to compete even better.
It seems that Jude Bellingham has returned to excellent form. What has been the key to seeing this outstanding performance from him again?
I think it's due to the improved dynamics we're achieving as a team, which has allowed him to score goals again. Let's remember that Jude has always played very well. The difference now is that he's been more precise in front of goal. I also believe we now have better ball control. and are playing with more quality. Of course, the improvement of certain players, especially Mbappe, has helped. This gives Jude more space, particularly in the final third. Jude has taken full advantage of this. His position on the field hasn't changed. He's only been repositioned twice before, once when I placed him on the right to help balance Mbappe's position. But otherwise, he's remained in the same role as last season.
It's unusual for Mendy to stay on the bench, while Fran Garcia has started the last 3 matches. What's the reason Fran Garcia has been in the starting lineup recently? Why hasn't Mendy started in the last few games?
These have simply been technical decisions. I have full confidence in Mendy, a player who has helped us win 2 Champions League titles. Fran is currently playing very well and has contributed significantly, both offensively and defensively. He has simply taken advantage of the opportunities I've given him.
Have you been surprised by the excellent level of play from Asensio? Did you expect him to perform at such a high level in the last 4 matches, especially since his emergency debut against Osasuna? Don't you think tomorrow's match will be like a litmus test for him, knowing it will be a demanding game?
Yes, I've been surprised, especially by the maturity he's shown and his composure in dealing with different situations on the field. I never see him worried or fearful. He's always confident in what he does. I don't think tomorrow's match is a litmus test because he's already passed that test. He can now be calmly considered a member of our squad on his own merits. He has earned it through his hard work.